Welcome to this explainer on Claude user preferences. Today we're tackling a massive daily friction you probably face when working with AI, and that is starting from absolute zero. Every single time you open a new chat, you're forced to retype the exact same context, the same role, and the same formatting rules. It's exhausting, right? Seriously, how many times just this week have you typed out, use plain English, or no bullet points? It is an incredibly tedious loop. You remind the AI, it follows the rules for that one session, but then tomorrow, you're doing the exact same heavy lifting all over again. Well, there is a better way. We can completely eliminate this repetitive manual labor. Best of all, it takes literally 60 seconds to set up, and it never resets. You configure it once, and the AI just adapts to you permanently. Here is the absolute key stat you need to know. One single profile instruction, written exactly once, automatically applies to every single conversation you start on every device forever. It's basically a permanent background briefing that Claude receives before you even type a single word. So what exactly are we adjusting here? User preferences are broken down into 4 distinct layers. You've got profile instructions for your fundamental rules, then response styles for presets like making things concise. There's appearance for your color modes and fonts, and finally, privacy controls so you can opt out of model training. Now here's a really crucial detail to remember. These settings only apply to brand new conversations, not the chats you already have in progress.
Let's dive into the command hierarchy and see exactly how Claude prioritizes all these different instructions.
Behind the scenes, the higher layers will always override the lower ones if there's ever a conflict. Think of it like a ladder. At the very bottom foundation, you have built-in safety behaviors, and those can never be overwritten, no matter what. Moving up, admin organization instructions will override individual global profiles. Above that, you have your folder-specific project instructions, and sitting at the very top of the ladder are your session-level response styles. To really visualize this, let's look at a TypeScript example to understand scoping rules for maximum efficiency. Imagine you're a developer reviewing daily pull requests for a really strict TypeScript codebase. Instead of copying and pasting your coding standards every single time, you can drop your ESLN conventions and type requirements directly into a project scope. Why? Because this prevents those highly technical coding rules from bleeding over into your unrelated, everyday chats. It keeps things cleanly separated.
The result of doing it this way? It's honestly striking. Let's say the developer drops in a flawed sample input. Because their project rules are already set in the background, and they toggled their response style to concise, the output is just incredibly pure. There's no preamble, no restated rules taking up space. It's just the exact structured review immediately.
So, let's talk about choosing the right layer so you can truly stop repeating yourself. Here is your quick decision matrix. For your general communication rules, put those right into profile instructions. If you have context for a very specific task or a specific code base, that belongs in project instructions. And whenever you need a really quick temporary formatting change, use response styles. Just keep in mind response styles are temporary, so they have to be reselected for every new chat. Now, I need to give you a very crucial warning here. Please do not overload your global profile instructions. You really want to keep them under 200 to 300 words. Why? Because every single character permanently consumes a slice of your context window space. A good rule of thumb is to apply a simple test. If you delete a sentence from your instructions and Claude's behavior doesn't actually change, just delete it. Keep it lean. It all comes down to this key takeaway. User preferences are a one-time investment that pays out in every conversation afterward. So, set your global rules, scope out your specialized tasks, and stop manually briefing the AI. Just write it once, and you are completely done. Write it once, stop repeating yourself. I want to leave you with a quick question. How many hours of repetitive setup are you going to automate this week, just by taking 60 seconds right now to configure these layers? If you want to dive deeper and see 3 more fully detailed worked examples, definitely check out the source material at claudemaster.net. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and enjoy reclaiming your time.